The first prize for the construction project category goes to East-West Road Improvement Project N70 in Pakistan. Taisei Corporation and CTI Engineering International. Please come up to the stage. Thank you. My name is Matsumoto from Taisei Corporation. Together with CTI Engineering International, we carried out a project in Pakistan called East-West Road Improvement Project N70. It is such an honor to receive this prestigious award. So I would like to talk about some of the hallmarks of this project. This project is part of the National Road Improvement Program in Pakistan, and it was financed by the loan assistance provided by the Japanese government. The aim of the project is to enhance the overall capacity of the N70 corridor and to make the road more resilient against natural disasters. The consortium headed by CDI Engineering International provided advice and expertise in design and operation management, and our company completed the construction. The project improved the 12-kilometer road with a height difference of 600 meters in the steep mountainous areas. The construction started in 2016 and completed in 2019. This is a map for the area to give you some background of this project. Route N70 is one of the major highways which runs through central Pakistan and connecting the two major cities in the east and west of the country from Multan to Quetta, 445 kilometers in distance. There are major cities like Islamabad or Karachi in the eastern flank of the Indus River, which runs through central Pakistan, and there's a well-developed transportation network connecting north and south of the eastern half of the country, but there are only a few major highways connecting the thriving east to the mountainous west. Also, Route N70 is an important road that is connected to the border with the neighboring country, but the improvement was coming in late because the section of the road that was in the scope of this project is known as the hardest part in the steep mountainous areas, and it requires advanced construction technology and expertise. This is the situation of the road before the project started. The sedimentary rocks forms the steep terrain, making it a really vulnerable foundation with weathered rocks strewn on the slopes beside the road. The narrow road itself runs on the steep slope with a lot of congestion and closures along the way due to debris and fallen rocks. The section of the road which was in the scope of this project was particularly narrow and steep with a series of tight curves, and the vehicles on the road had to stop to go around the tight curves. As shown in the picture, these trucks needed to turn the wheel several times to let other cars pass through them. This video is showing the same section of the road after the improvement. There are 2 lanes on the road, and those curves were made much smoother so that heavy trucks can easily go around. This is the summary of the construction methods adopted in this project. The aim of this project was to increase the overall capacity and resilience against the natural disasters. In this project, we expanded the road width to have 2 lanes from end to end and improved the road alignments in terms of slope and curvature by constructing additional 11 bridges to the steepest sections and the sharp curves of the road. To the right curves on the steep slopes in red circles, we constructed circular steel box girder bridges. These box girders were imported from overseas and installed at the existing road as appropriate. For the section of the road which was particularly narrow, as represented in blue circles here, we adopted a prefabricated steel widening bridge. We also used the launching erection method so that we would expand the road width without obstructing the flow of traffic. Weather-resistant steel was used for both types of bridges to reduce the maintenance cost. Other Japanese engineering methods and technologies adopted for this project include ground anchors to stabilize slopes, as well as foamed cement banking method, or mechanical stabilized earth retaining wall construction to improve the road alignment and reduce the life cycle cost at the same time. You're watching an aerial footage of the section of the road which was in the scope of this project. It clearly shows that it is a very tough, steep terrain. The specification requirements for this project are as follows. This is the sandstones, and it's connected to the second curves. So this is a very harsh terrain. And we created a 9.3 meter wide road throughout the section. One of the biggest challenges to complete the project was how to ensure security in the area. We needed to reinforce security around the workers' camp and offices. The client also hired armed security guards to protect the camp as well as to provide security to the workers in traveling. So the staff coming from Japan experienced some inconvenience, but we were provided with security information by the Japanese Embassy, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and JICA so that we could successfully and safely complete the project. Last but not least, let me talk about some of our initiatives that deepen the friendship between Japan and Pakistan. It was difficult to conduct PR activities during the project because of the security concerns, and yet the Japanese construction and engineering technologies used in this project were featured at some of the events and parties organized by the Japanese Embassy with the government officials of Pakistan or a meeting with Pakistan's Prime Minister. We also engaged the client in writing a maintenance manual to ensure proper maintenance and also engaged the local construction workers in skill training with Japanese companies. After the project was completed, some of the workers are now involved in construction projects in Japan. This project accomplished the mission of improving the national road in Pakistan by using Japanese technologies. We are convinced that this project wouldn't be a success without the team of Japanese companies mobilizing their expertise and resource. We are also extremely grateful for the support and assistance provided by the Japanese Embassy, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and JICA. Last but not least, we want to express our deepest appreciation to the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism for this precious award, which highlights the achievements of Japanese construction companies. Thank you very much.